I mean, good. It's pretty stressful. It's kind of just not knowing where you're going to go, but also it's a fun time. You have to enjoy it, and I'm really happy to have my family here too, going with me through this experience.
Talk about that uncertainty. There's been such a disparate ideas about who's going first, second, third. What's that like for you, not knowing where you're going to end up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to think about. Obviously, you don't know where you're going to go, and so like I said, you kind of just have to enjoy it. You only get one draft, so just have fun with it, and like I said, have my family here. It's going to be a really special moment.
In your discussions with Montreal, do you feel you have a shot at number one?
For sure. I mean, when I went out to dinner with them at the Combine, nothing but positive things, and I really felt a connection with them. But obviously, like I said, anything can happen on draft day, and I'm just having fun with this.
Did you have the chance to talk with Vincent Cavalier when you talked with Montreal, or you didn't speak with him?
No, just GM and some of the head scouts, little things like that.
Is it important for you to go number one?
Sure, but you also want to go to a team that wants you too and could see you jumping in right away and being help for their franchise. But like I said, no one wants to be a second, anything like that. So for sure, that'd be a pretty special moment for me.
Do you feel like you could jump in right away?
I mean, it's going to come down to, the team discussion, whatever team picks me, and, seeing what the best fit for me is. But, I think I have the skills and, the work ethic and compete to do it.
I don't know if you've talked about Devils or Jack Hughes' kind of connection there. We talked a little bit with Gauthier, and he informed them. What have you heard about New Jersey, the organization? Have you talked to any of those guys from the USA connection?
I haven't talked to Hughes or anything like that, but I know they're up on the up run, and they're going to be a really special team coming up with all the young guys they have, and they have a really bright future, and I'd be a huge part to be a part of that too.
Be a good fit there.
I know they have a lot of center depth, and I'm a guy that wants to play center too, so I think whatever the fit they think I could play there, I'd be glad to do.
Logan, no matter where you go here, you're going to be the highest Pittsburgh-born or Pittsburgh native drafted. Just what does something like that mean to you, that kind of distinction?
Yeah, it means a lot. I mean, you look at the guys that came out of Pittsburgh, JT Miller, John Gibson, Trocheck, guys like that, and, they're having really successful careers. So to be a part of them and to be the highest pick, that'd be really special to me.
We've seen a huge growth in hockey in Pittsburgh ever since Sidney Crosby came along, and there was a big boom during Marilyn Mew. What would it mean to you to be another guy that kind of inspires some kids to start playing and spark more growth in the area?
Yeah, I mean everything. I think Pittsburgh's only going up from here. I think the way they producing players out of the Pensley organization, the new rink they built, it's pretty special. And like I said, I'm glad to be part of that and to continue to grow the city.
So you feel there are some players that are underrepresented in the NTDP program that you think are undervalued in the draft?
I think a guy like Cool Spicer, he didn't have the 17 year that he wanted to, but he bounced back really big. He was a good third line center for us. Played both sides of the puck, and I think he's a really good player to and will be a steal in the draft.
This week, the GM from Montreal said that they don't want the best player right now, but the best player in 4 or 5 years. Do you believe it fits with your ability and your potential?
For sure. I'm a guy that is continuing to get stronger, continue to put on weight, and like I said, I think I have a high ceiling. I think with the way I've grown over the past 2 years, especially 17 year to 18 years, shown, and I think that's kind of leaning towards me a little more. But obviously, he wants who he wants, and is going to be a big fit for him. So yeah.
You've talked about your family being here and about wanting to enjoy this experience. What have you guys been doing to kind of take your mind off of the craziness of the actual draft?
Yeah, so we got in around 5 last night. Went out to dinner with my agents. Got a nice steak dinner, so that was pretty nice just to, kind of relax and, chat a little bit about the draft, but just, about life too, so kind of take your mind off it, but it was a really fun experience.
I know you have a big, tight-knit family. How many people did you bring along to play that?
Yeah, it's kind of tough with all the vaccine stuff you need, but, my mom, my dad, 2 brothers, sister, and grandma made it, so, yeah, it's going to be really fun, like I said, to share it with them.
You like Montreal so far?
Yeah, I really do. I had the chance to, yesterday to walk down to the restaurant and, see everything around the city and the rink, and, I loved it, and obviously the rich history here of, having really special players and, special teams too, so, yeah, I really like it.
Been here before, maybe in the international tournament?
No, I've been to when we played Pee-wee's at the Century Videotron Center, I believe that is. I don't know how far that is from here, so, but, that was a really cool place to be at.
There's been a lot of talk about potentially going to Arizona. Your thoughts about maybe playing hockey in the desert?
Yeah, obviously that'd be a pretty special moment too. I think guys like who they drafted last year and the guys they have here, they're a younger team. I think like I said, have another bright future. obviously, you know, playing in the college rink will be a little different, but I think, you know, like I said, that new rink they're expected to build, I think, you know, they're on the up run and will be a successful team in the future.
There have been quite a few comparisons with Clayton Keller. How do you feel about being compared to a player like that and actually playing with him?
Yeah, it means a lot. He's a guy that, you know, I like to watch. Him, Hughes, smaller players like that, and, you know, see how they skill takes over a game and how they maneuver through bigger guys. So yeah, and obviously being able to play with him would be an honor. And you know, he's a guy I've been watching for the past 2 years now, so that'd be a really cool experience.
When you watched the lottery, what was your feeling regarding when things like you found out Montreal, a Canadian market, went number one and 2 American markets after? For you as an American-born player, do you get a preference about that, or?
No, not at all. I think, you know, I'm happy with the way the lottery landed. You know, I think, like I said, New Jersey's on the up run with all their successful young players coming up. Arizona same. You know, with their draft picks, then the new rink expected to come, and then Montreal too. You know, I think they have a really bright future and, you know, passionate fan base too, and I'm glad to be a part of that.
You've always been saying that he sees a spot beside Suzuki and Caulfield for him. Where do you see yourself if Montreal picks you?
Yeah, I mean, you know, another fellow NTDP guy with Cool Caulfield. I think, you know, I wouldn't mind playing with him. Obviously, he's a goal scorer. You know, kind of more of a playmaker. I feel like I could find him in open ice, and you know, I feel like we could be a 1-2 punch.
What's the improvement you're proudest of this season in terms of development?
I'd say my two-way game. That's something that, you know, I've been focusing on a lot. Playing both sides of the puck is really important, especially in the NHL. So I'd definitely say that.
What does it mean knowing that one of your line mates who's here could be getting picked so close together with you and Katagochi? And what do you think made you guys work so well together?
Yeah, like you said, I played with him. You know, I'd be really happy for him too. You know, he's a heck of a player, and I think, you know, he's a bigger guy. So I think, you know, he has really good speed. We both have good speed. Both could find each other. So I think, you know, we just always knew where each other were, and you know, we produce a lot with each other. So it was really nice playing with him.